Hello everyone. If you're there already, I would like you to start on your backs. Make sure that you have your blocks nearby or some big books. If you have a strap and you know you like to use it in some poses, please feel free to get it ready next to your mat. And if you're all ready, you can join me sitting cross-legged, closing your eyes, and just tuning into your breath. We'll wait a moment for everyone to join. We have about a few more minutes. So just stay here, calm, closing your eyes. And as always, if you have trouble hearing me, please do let me know. If the music is a little too loud, let me know. We'll take another 5 deep breaths sitting. So let's get started. Welcome to the Tuesday Yoga. Let's come onto our backs. So slowly rolling down, and I'll give you 2 options here. You can come down with your legs straight out, turning the palms up towards the ceiling. If you feel more comfortable having your knees bent, feel free to keep the feet on the floor. Or I would like you to, if it's available to you, for your hips today, soles of your feet together, allowing the knees to fall apart. And we're gonna start here on the floor. And if you just join us, I want you to tune into your breath right here. So palms are turned up towards the ceiling. And if at any point this becomes too much for your hips, you feel free to bring the knees back together. And here we're gonna start noticing our breath. See what happens on the inhale. And as you exhale through your nose. So nice and easy breath. I want you to pay attention as you inhale, feeling the belly expanding. Not just up towards the ceiling, but sideways and down towards the floor like a balloon. Every direction. And notice the contraction of your muscles as you exhale, pulling everything down. Trying to make your breath long and even, but comfortable. Now let's go for another 6 long breaths. Feeling the expansion in the belly with inhale. Noticing your muscles contracting to exhale. A last deep breath. And slowly bringing the knees back together. Feet come to the floor. And then gently bringing both knees towards your chest, holding onto your shin. Pull those knees in. You want to keep breathing deeply into your belly. So you want to feel the belly pushing into your thigh with inhale. And as you exhale, creating a little bit more space to pull the knees closer to your chest. Let's go for 4 more breaths like this. So pull those knees closer with every exhale, feeling the stretch in your lower backs. And then you want to be gentle, not forceful. Last breath in here. And as you exhale, pull those knees as close as you can. Hold on to those knees, grab them as close as you can. And on your inhale here, and as you exhale, you're gonna lift the forehead towards the knees. Lift yourself as close as you can towards those knees and hold. You're gonna hold it here. You can always just use your forearms to pull in closer. Let's take 3 more breaths. Really get as small as you can. And then slowly releasing the head back to the floor, keeping the knees in. You're gonna start slow circles, and we're gonna do 6 circles in one direction. So let's all go to the right. So keeping your knees together, simply start circling both legs in one direction towards the right. Slow circles. This is our 3. Try to match the movement to your breath. Half a circle is an inhale, half a circle is an exhale. 2 more times. And once you finish your last 6 circles, bring those knees back towards your chest as close as you can. On your next exhale, we're gonna lift the forehead back towards the knees. And we're gonna hold it here. This is your first option. If you would like to do a little bit more, you can hold it here, stretch your hands out, and then slowly start stretching the legs out a little bit more forward. We're gonna hold it here for 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget, this is optional. You can always just hold on to your knees. And on your next exhale, bring those knees back in. Grab the shin, pull yourself as high as you can with the upper body. And as you exhale, lower back down to the floor. Now we're gonna start circles the other direction. So now left side. The left circle, 6 circles to the left. And again, matching the movement to your breath. Inhale, half a circle, exhale the other. And go slow. Try to keep your breath nice and slow and even. And once you finish your last 6 circles, bring those knees back towards your chest. On your next exhale, we're gonna lift forehead back towards those knees. And again, you can stay here, or you can extend those arms forward and then slowly extend the legs forward and hold. 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, knees come back in towards your chest. You grab onto the shins, pull those knees in. And then we're going to gently rock side to side here. Gentle rocking side to side, massaging the back. And then stopping in the center, gently pulling the knees apart and pull them down towards your armpits. So feet are apart, knees are coming down towards your armpits, opening them, stretching through the glutes here. Pull those in. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then slowly bring the feet together. You're gonna reach through between your knees and then grab either the outside of your feet. You can grab the big toes with your second and third finger and then wrap it around and your thumb comes on top of your thumb or the big toe. Or this is a time where you might want to use your strap. And we're gonna come into a happy baby. So pulling either the side of your feet, your big toes, knees come down. You're trying to get your ankles and your knees aligned, so don't have the feet in. Try to push the feet out right above your knees, so your ankle, knees are aligned, and you pull those knees down towards the floor. If you would like a little bit more intensity here, you can start straightening those legs out. Nice long legs here, stretching through the back, holding tight here. But if it's too much, just stay in the baby. You can also add rocking side to side. We'll be here for another 3 deep breaths. So the rocking is optional, stretching the leg is optional. Whatever feels good. And then slowly start bringing the feet together. Grabbing onto your feet. Pull those in towards your chest like you're trying to do a butterfly here with your feet. Pull them in, opening through the knees. And then slowly bring knees back together, lowering feet to the floor. Hands come to your hips, palms on the floor. Relax here. Taking a 2 breath just to ease out our breath again. In through your nose, out through your nose. And we're going to bring the heels closer to our hips, making sure that your toes are forward and you're not opening them to the side. So fix them, make them face forward. Keeping the knees strong here, so don't let them open or come in together. We're going to squeeze our glutes here and we're going to lift on an inhale into a bridge. Push your hips as high as you can. And as you exhale, lower back down. I'll take 4 more breaths like this. So inhale, lift, squeeze, come as high as you can. And then lower down. Again, match the movement to your breath. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, lower down. Keeping the knees strong, don't let them open or come in. Keep them facing forward. 2 more times. And on our last inhale, we're gonna stay up here. So we're gonna inhale, lift the hips and stay. Now this time we're gonna try to gently bring the right leg up into the air. Hold it here. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, bending your knee, placing the foot on the floor. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher, and you exhale, lower down. We go again. Inhale, lift the hips up. This time, left leg lifts. So slowly, you can keep your knee bent. If straightening the leg is too much, feel free to keep the knee bent. Just hold, squeeze that right glute, and hold for 3 more breaths. Next, exhale, bending the knee, placing the foot on the floor. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And exhale, lower down. Bring your knees towards your chest 1 more time, rocking side to side. And then slowly straightening the legs out. And bringing on your inhale, bringing arms towards or behind you on the floor. We take a nice deep breath in here. And as you start exhaling, you're gonna start rolling up. So hands come towards the ceiling and you slowly roll up to seated. You can always come to your side and push yourself up if this is too difficult. We're gonna cross our legs here. Sitting cross-legged, nice tall spine. If you need to use a block underneath your hips, feel free to do that. Always option, or a pillow, what feels comfortable. Sitting here nice and tall, we're gonna inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, I want you to twist towards your right side, hooking the left hand on your right knee and twisting gently. Can gently push into that knee and twist and look back. You'll hold it here for 3 breaths. Next inhale, see if you can get a little bit taller in the spine, and as you exhale, come back center. Inhale, both arms come back up. And as you exhale, you're gonna twist towards the left. So this time, right hand reaches for the left knee, and you gently push and twist. Trying to keep your body nice and straight, don't lean back. Twist. 2 more breaths. Let the head follow your movement. On your next inhale, grow a little bit taller. Exhale, come back to the center. We inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, placing the left hand on the floor, you're gonna gently push. I want you to gently push yourself up from the floor through that left palm and reach hands over. Both sits bones stay on the floor, simply pushing yourself away, making yourself longer. Look up into your arm, making sure your neck is not forward. Reach to the fingertips. Last breath. And on your next inhale, comes through the center. And we're gonna exhale to the other side, placing the hand down. Gently push away yourself from the floor with the hand. Reach, look up. Feeling the stretch on our sides. Keeping both sits bones on the floor. Reaching. Last breath. And on the next inhale, come back to the center. Both hands on the knees. Again, you sit nice and tall. We're gonna work with our spine here. So I want you to, on your next inhale, push your sternum forward. Squeeze shoulder blades together and look up into the sky or into the ceiling. Exhale, go the other direction. So pull that sternum in, round the back, and push yourself as far you can. Hold onto your knees and really round the back here. Go inhale, straighten first, and then push. See the lower back bend here. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And exhale the other direction. 3 more rounds like this at your own pace. Inhaling into that back bend, look up. And exhaling into that rounded spine. You go with your own breath. Make it nice and slow. And once you finish your last round, sit nice and tall. Long body here. We're gonna push yourself forward onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position. So we will align our knees with our hips, our wrists with our shoulders. Nice long spine here. We're gonna start with our left leg today. So we're gonna keeping the knee bent. We're gonna bring the knee in, round the spine. Pull that knee as close towards your chin as you can. And as you exhale, keeping the knee bent, we're gonna go into a little bit back bend, look up. It's like a cat cow, but we're adding the leg to it. So inhale, round the back. Exhale, a little bit of back bend. Go 3 more times. Inhale in. And exhale. Try to go slow, matching the breath to your movement again. And see how high or how much of a back bend can you get. This is the last one. And then slowly releasing the legs to the floor. This time we're gonna stretch the left leg out. Foot on the floor, make sure that your toes are facing forward. Nice long body here. This time you're gonna inhale, stretching the left leg up towards the ceiling, twist into it, and exhale, come back down. Go again, inhale, open. Exhale, come down. We have one more, look at this, inhale, open. Exhale, come down. And this time we're gonna hold it. So we open and we hold. If this is too much, you can always bring the hand behind your back and just keep pushing the shoulder open. Otherwise you can reach. If you're reaching, I want you to actively reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Foot is planted on the floor. Last breath. And exhale, come down. Bring the leg in and take a moment, maybe sit back. You can circle your wrist. And we're gonna come back into the tabletop. This time you're gonna go to the other side. So again, alignment of your knees, hips, your your shoulders and your wrists. This time right leg. So on your exhale, bring the knee in towards your chin around the back. And as you inhale, we'll lift and look up. You have 5 more. Inhale. Sorry, exhale and inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale up. The last one. Then slowly bring the line down and straighten it sideways. The foot is facing forward. Okay, you're gonna inhale, open, sideways reach. And as you exhale, come back down. Go again, inhale, open. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open. Exhale down. The next one we'll hold for 3 breaths. So we're gonna inhale, open. Nice long body. Again, option always to bend the elbow, bring your hand behind your back. But if you're reaching, reach the fingertips. Like someone's pulling you towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. And on your next exhale, come back down. Coming back into a tabletop. You're gonna sit back into a child's pose. And we'll take 2 breaths. Just to maybe take down your heart rate a little bit. And then slowly, I want you to push yourself onto your knees, curl the toes under, and push yourself onto your feet. We're gonna slowly, keeping the belly on our thighs, start to straightening those legs. Allow the head to hang here for a moment. So your legs can be either gently bent or fully straight, depending on how stretched you are today or feel. We're gonna inhale, hands are in the center. And as you exhale, I want you to twist your body towards the left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist your body towards the right. Go again. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting. I want you to keep both feet firmly planted in the floor, so don't lift through the edges, either inner arch or the outer arch. Keep them both planted. 2 more rounds like this. Maybe go a little bit more further with every exhale. See if you can twist a little bit more. Watch those feet. Don't let them move. Don't let them lift in any way. And the last one. Coming back to the center. See if you can get yourself a little bit lower, closer to your legs. Maybe pull yourself down. And then slowly, see if you can keep your fingers on the floor, straighten those knees, straighten the backs. If you need, you can always grab onto your shins and see if you can get as back as straight as you can. And then slowly coming back up with your straight back. All the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. I'm going to stay, I'm just going to face you. So here we're going to spend some time in Tadasana or mountain pose. I want you to, again, feet together. Even weight between your toes and your heels. So nicely pushing down through the floor with both feet. You're going to inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, I want you to grab your elbows. I want you to make sure that when you're standing, you're not pushing your chest forward. Pull those ribs in, use the core. So pull the belly button in and then ground. Squeeze your glutes here. We're going to be here, standing here for a moment. So inhale and exhale. One more breath. Nice, tall body. Squeeze those glutes. Push those feet in the floor. We're going to inhale here, grow a little bit taller. See if you can make some more space between your vertebrae. And as you exhale, I want you to twist to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale the other way. Same thing we did before when we were hanging over. Your feet should not move. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Making sure you're not doing any fancy footwork here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist one more time. See if you can get further every time. Opening through the spine here. Twist. Last inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Bring your arms up. And as you exhale, hands come down behind your back. Same thing here. You're going to grab your elbows behind your back. And again, you want to be nice and tall. Feet are planted firmly. You're squeezing your glutes. You're pulling in the belly and don't letting the lower ribs flare up. So keep them in. Keep them tucked in. Here we're going to stretch our neck. So pull the shoulders down and away from your ears. Maybe gently push them against your spine, but gentle, gentle push. We're going to exhale, starting with the right side, so ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Making sure that you're not lifting the shoulders, just moving your neck. Inhale, center. Sometimes our body wants to help us out. But let's just stretch the neck. Last one. And next time you go on your right side, you're going to hold it. So exhale, hold. Squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you. Pull the shoulders down and away from your ears. Feeling the stretch. You can look down into your armpit. And then come back to the side. And back center. Exhale to the other side. Hold here. 3 breaths, just holding. Nice, long, relax here. Feeling the stretch. And then you're going to look down into your armpit for breath. And then slowly back to the side. And come back center. Releasing the hands gently. Spend one more here working out our shoulders so we can be warm for our downward dogs or puppies, your choice. We'll bring the both hands up again. Both hands reach up. So this time, this is a little bit of a brain teaser too. I want your right hand to go back and left hand to go forward. Slow circles first. So the hands go in the opposite direction. One goes forward, one goes back. Once you get a hang of it, I want you to start making those moves a little bit faster. Your body moves with you. If you want to have your feet slightly apart, feel free to do that. And then you just swing and swing, creating some heat in those shoulders and swing. But they have to go different direction. Don't swing forward, don't swing back. See if you can figure it out. Slow it down again. Now we have to reverse. So this time, right hand goes forward, left goes back. Slow first. You can keep on just doing slow movements. But if you got a hang of the move, just start moving faster. And then you swing, and then you swing, and you swing. One goes forward, one goes back. Think about it. Good practice. Go as fast as you can. Swing, swing. Get the warmth going, and then slow it down. Slow it down. Till both hands come up. Perfect. Exhale, bring them to your heart. We're going to come in front of our mats if you're not there already. In front of our mats. We're going to inhale, both arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, straight backs all the way down to the floor. We're going to inhale, slide the fingertips again towards those knees, straighten the backs. Exhale, lower back down. This time we're going to bend the knees, sit in a chair, so hips down. The fingertips are touching the floor, nice straight back. We're going to inhale, lift our body up into a chair, another high chair, and exhale, lower back down. No change in your legs. Simply move your body. Inhale up. Go as low as you can. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale down. And now go all the way up. Inhale all the way up. And exhale down to your heart. Let's go one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the fingertips towards your knees, straighten those back. Exhale, lower down, bend into your knees, sit the hips down. Feet are together. Fingertips touching. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down and tap. Don't change the legs. Keep them strong. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. And this time go all the way up. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, down. This time we take it down through vinyasa all the way to the belly. So inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the fingertips over to your knees. Exhale, lower down, step into a plank. Now you shift your weight forward and lower down to chaturanga or knees down and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale up into a cobra or upward dog, your choice. And now exhale into that downward dog or puppy. So puppy is when you keep your forearms on the floor. Downward dog. You go. Bring your feet forward if you need to. And then exhale back into the plank. Knees down. And let's sit in a child's pose for a moment. And then let's go back up into that plank. High or low. Back into that puppy. Or a downward dog. And this time lifting the right leg in the air and bringing it sideways forward. You can always come into that bag, into the tabletop and bring the foot forward. So now right foot is forward, we're in a low lunge here, or high lunge. We're gonna inhale, go up into the high lunge, and as we exhale, both hands come in the center of your mat. You walk your right foot a little bit out and place the back knee down, uncurling the toes. Left hand stays on the floor, and on an inhale, you open up again. You're allowed to put the knee open, the right knee open if you need to. Reach. Last breath. And hand can always be behind the bag if needed. As you exhale, come back center. This time, if you want to have a block, you can use it in front of you. We're slowly going to lower ourselves towards the corner of our mat with both elbows down. So you can always use the block if needed. Keep the knee opening, the right knee. The right knee is opening to the side while you reaching. If you want to do a little bit more, you can stretch those the hands forward and really reach, reach, reach. 2 more breaths. And then slowly lifting yourself up here, uncurling the toes, and the back foot comes forward. So push yourself forward. Either just push, or if you need to, use your knee down and then come yourself up here. Walk your feet together into our chair. Inhale, chair. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Let's go to the other side. So inhale, both arms come up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sliding the fingertips towards your knees. Exhale, lower down into that plank. And then you lower down through the knees or chaturanga towards the floor. Inhale into your back bend, cobra or downward dog. We're going to exhale into a puppy. Puppy or downward dog. This time, left leg lifts. And as you exhale, bring the foot forward. Again, you can always come there from the tabletop. We're going to inhale into lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Knee comes down, uncurl the toes. Right hand stays on the left, right hand stays on the floor. And as you inhale, you open it. You can walk your foot a little bit more out if you need to. Twist open. You can also use the block if you want to. Always optional. Last breath. As you exhale, bring the hand down. And then you slowly, either using a block to support you, place your forearms onto the floor, into the corner, right corner of your mat. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can stretch those hands and really reach forward. We hold it here for another 3 deep breaths. See if you can breathe slowly. And slowly walk yourself back. Up here, uncurling the toes in the back. Lifting, bring your hands together. And see if you can push yourself forward. Bring your feet together. Bend into those knees. And on an inhale, into that chair. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale to the center. We will challenge our balance here a little bit before we go into a full balancing pose. So we'll bring our hands to our heart and we'll come onto our toes. So here on your toes, you can stay here if this is where you want to be and this is challenging enough. Also, if your knees are not feeling the greatest today or not very good at bending, so please stay here and just balance, keeping your heels together. If you're okay with coming down, with your bending your knees, keeping the heels in the air, keeping the heels together. See if you can straighten the body. And then we go back up. Let's go up, 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 up you go. Ooh, balance, balance, pull in the belly. Squeeze your glutes. One more time. Lower slowly down. And then slowly up. Pull in the belly. Perfect. Lower down. So we'll go into our balancing pose. Today will be a tree pose. So again, you can do as high an intensity as you like today. So we want to ground our left foot as much as we can through the floor. You want to squeeze the left glute and engage the whole front leg, standing leg. And then we're going to start with just the toes on the floor. This is going to be your lowest, tapping just the toes. Or you can have the foot against your calf. Or if you want to bang a little bit higher, just bring it above your knee and push the foot into that thigh. Squeeze that standing leg, keeping the hips forward, just opening through the knee. Hands can be by your heart. They can come as a inside, up. You can also look up, which is a little bit more difficult. Or if you like to be a little bit more fun, just go sideways. You're a tree in the wind, going away from your knee. So any other position, let's stay here. Whichever position you choose, stay here for another 3 breaths. Squeezing that standing leg, squeezing the glute, keeping the knee open to the side. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to your heart and gently releasing the legs to the floor. We go to the other side. So this time the right foot is planted, squeezing the right glute, engaging the front thigh. And again, you can just have the opening through the knee, tapping the toes, having the foot on your calf, or pulling it higher up into your thigh. Again, keep the knee opening through the side without you shifting your hips sideways. So hips are facing in, pull in the belly, your ribs are above your hips. And many options with those hands, wherever you want them to be. This time go that direction. Not for me today. And breathe. It's a good thing to find a spot in front of you. Just focus on that. Two more breaths. On your next exhale, hands back to the heart. And release them, lie down. Stepping in front of the mat if you're not there. You're going to inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, lift through the left leg up. Now I want you to step it back. Now turn the toes sideways so you end up in a warrior 2. Front heel and an arch of your inner foot. Same nice line. Your knee doesn't go over your ankle or behind your ankle. It's straight up above it. How deep you go is up to you. You're sitting down in the center. Not leaning forward, not leaning back. Center. Inhale, both arms come up. Nice, long, straight arms. You look over the front head. I want you to push the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. You will feel the engagement through the side of your leg. Push it as hard as you can. And also, I want you to think of bringing the inner thighs together to the center. Like you're trying to slide the legs together, but they're stuck. Engage those inner thighs here a little bit. We got a little bit of movement here. So on your next inhale, I would like you to straighten the front leg, lift the toes up, hands come up. And as you exhale, come through your heart, back into warrior 2. Inhale, lift the toes, straighten the front leg. Exhale, into the warrior 2. Last time. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Nice warrior 2. So when we're back here in warrior 2, again, pull those inner thighs together towards the center. Push the back edge of your foot, the outer edge of your foot into the mat. And without changing anything in your legs, I want you to start tilting back. Hand comes on your leg, and you lean side back. Reverse warrior. Look up. Nothing changes in your front leg. You're still engaging the outer edge of your back foot. Reach. Look up in that arm. 2 more breaths. On the next exhale, come back, center. Now straighten your front leg out. Turn your toes forward. If this is too wide of an ascent, you can always bring your feet closer. Making sure your toes are in the same line here. You're going to exhale, fold forward, bows. Straighten your backs. Hands come to the floor. You can always use the blocks if you need to rest or block. We're going to slowly walk our hands towards the right side. We're going to grab onto our right leg and pull ourselves towards it. So grabbing onto it, pull yourself down. Breathe. Feeling the stretch in the back of the leg here. Last breath. And on your next exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, straighten the back here a little bit. Exhale, come back down and walk yourself towards the left foot. And again, you grab and pull yourself down towards the foot or towards the leg. Grabbing the ankle or your calf. Last 2 breaths. And then slowly on your exhale, come back to the center. This time we're going to walk to the side. So bend that left knee, right knee. And if you like, you can come really deep down here, lifting sort of through your toes on your left leg and sitting down for a deep stretch in here. Last breath. And slowly lifting up, turning your toes back forward, coming through the center, realigning your feet, and then exhale to the side. The knee should be out, away from your toes, so it should be inside your foot, but it should be on the outside. And you sit down. You can have both heels down if you can, but if you can, that's okay too. Just feeling a nice long stretch through the inner thighs here. Last breath. And slowly come back up into the center. Align your feet again, and this time the left foot is going to turn out. So your your heel and your inner arch are aligned. And then you're going to windmill your hands up into warrior 2, the other direction. And again, your body is centered. Legs are strong here. We're going to add the outer edge of our foot pushing it into the mat, feeling the side of our leg engaging, and then the inner thighs. It's like you're trying to bring those feet together, traction them underneath you. Nice long hands. Look over the front. And we add a little bit of a flow here. So inhale, straighten the leg, lift the toes, hands come up. And as you exhale, come through the center, push the hands back out. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink back in. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, sink back in. Back into that warrior 2. Everything's aligned. Weight is still centered. You're gonna on an exhale start shifting the hand down and reaching over. Reverse warrior. Nothing has changed in our legs. We're just reaching, we're bending and reaching back. Last breath. And then on the exhale, bring the hands back into warrior 2. Straightening the leg. Twisting forward. Now both heels come twice in, toes stay out, and we're gonna sink down into a goddess pose. I want you to tuck in the tailbones, pretending you're between two walls, and you have to fiddle with your knees, your feet, and your whole body. Sit as low as you can, pull in the belly, ribs are knitted together gently, tuck in the tailbones. Last 2 breaths. And on the exhale, slowly come out. Walk your feet together. And we're going to make our way down to the floor. So we're going to come back to the front of our mats. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide the fingertips towards your knees, straighten the backs. Exhale, lower down into that plank. And then lower down through chaturanga by pushing forward and lower down, or knees down and lower to the floor. Inhale into the back. And exhale, lower down. We're going to stay on our belly here. And I'll give you an option if this is not available to you. So we'll stay on our belly. We're going to come hands to a T. We're going to turn our head to the left. We're going to have our feet slightly apart, not too far. We're going to lift the left leg up. And we're going to twist open. So trying to reach with the foot behind you. And placing it on the floor. Feeling the stretch through that shoulder. If you need a little bit more, you can always open and try to reach with the shoulder towards the other hand. Really big stretch through the shoulders, your spine. If this is not available to you, if this feels too much, I want you to just come onto your back. Let the knees fall, maybe stretch the top leg out and feel. You won't get the stretch in your shoulders, in your chest, but you'll still get a little bit of stretch through your spine and back. So choose wherever you want to be. We'll go for one more breath. If you're here. And then you slowly push yourself back to the center. I would say push yourself into a child's pose for a moment. If you are not doing the same thing, you can just switch to the sides. Switch the sides if you're on your back. And then we're going to come back onto our belly. This time hand is turning to your right, lifting the right leg and twisting open. Letting the leg fall to the floor. And then if you like, you can add the hand and reaching it over. If it's uncomfortable, okay, you can always have the hand behind your back. And breathe. Trying to feel a stretch through the front of your chest. Last 2 breaths. And slowly coming back to the center. Last time we put yourselves into a child's pose. We'll take about 2 breaths in here. So if you're on your back, please come into a child's pose. And then we slowly pushing ourselves up. And swing our legs forward. This is the time when you know you need to use your blocks. You can always have a block underneath your hips or a pillow. Again, one of those 2 is perfect. So we will start with bringing the left foot next to us. And again, if this is not available for your knee, feel free to just stay in a 4. Okay. Number 4 look like shape here with your feet. But if you're okay having the heel right next to your hips and both hips sit bones are down, you flex the front toes. Inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, you're going to lean forward. The intense stretch through your calves and through your hamstrings. So you can hold it here. You can grab your feet. You can rest your hand down here. Whatever feels good. Last 2 breaths. And then you slowly walk yourself back up here. And see if you can lean a little bit further back, just to get a little bit more stretch for the front for a few breaths. If you are wanting to try, you can do this on the floor, being like this and pulling the knee in, if that's easier. And then slowly walk yourself back up. And this time all of us will put your inside of our foot into your thigh here. Bending the knee. Inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, this time we all lean forward, grabbing whatever we can, hands on the floor, reaching forward. Pulling yourself down, feeling the stretch to the lower back. Last breath. And then you slowly walk yourself back up here. Keeping the foot on the floor, your knee comes to the floor. You reach with your left hand behind you. And then we're going to push ourselves up onto our knees. And again, reaching back. Last 2 breaths. Reach. And then slowly lower back to the floor. Let's switch to legs. So again, if this is not available to you for whatever reason, you can stretch like this, and then you can try stretching your knee, pushing your hips forward, bringing the heel in. Otherwise, you're going to be in half a hero. So your heel is close to your bum. Flex the foot. Inhale, both arms come up. And as you exhale, lean forward. Grab your toes, so whatever you can reach. You can use the straps here to pull yourself down. But be kind and gentle. You don't want to pull any muscles too fast. Last 2 breaths. And then slowly walk yourself up. And then walk yourself a little bit back. If you can lie on the floor, that's perfect. You can go all the way. If you're stretched enough, feel free to lie down. Last 2 breaths. And slowly walk yourself back up. The foot comes in the thigh and the inner. The inhale, both arms come up. Let me go again forward. Bring yourself down. Head is relaxed. And then last breath. Pulling yourself up. Slowly come on up. And you're placing your left hand behind you, right hand behind you. Keeping the knee on the floor and push yourself up. And reach. Keep on breathing nice and even into your belly. Last 2 breaths. Push the hips up as high as you can. And slowly releasing to the floor. Both feet come up in front of us, and we're going to slowly roll down to the floor. If you do have a block, or if you want to have your feet against the wall, feel free to just shift over the wall. Roll yourselves down. If you don't have blocks, just bring the legs up. If you do have blocks, I would like you to place them underneath your hips. And then legs go up. If you like to add the hands, feel free to do that. Allowing the blood flow to reverse here for a moment. And you can be against the wall, or a chair, or anything, couch, whatever you have in front of you, or next to you. Closing your eyes. And see if you can slow down your breath. And slowly releasing the feet back to the floor. And if you're on a wall, feel free to stay there for the rest of the time if you enjoy that. Legs go out, or you can sit in. And you stretch your legs out, feeling nice long stretch through the front of your hips. Otherwise, you get ready for Shavasana, whichever way you like. So stretch your legs out. Palms are up towards the ceiling, and you relax. Whichever way you can, closing your eyes. Close your eyes and allow your body to feel heavy. Feel the warmth you've created in your body. And try to clear your mind of all thoughts. Just noticing breath, count maybe your inhales and your exhales. Or you can notice the sensation your breath creates in your nose as you breathe in and breathe out. Just take that moment just to clear your mind completely. You can stay here for as long as you like. This is your time. But if you're ready or you have to move, I want you to take another deep breath in and out. And slowly start waking your body by this movement. Your fingers, your toes, your jaws, your eyebrows, anything that wants to move. And then slowly inhaling your arms up and over towards the floor. And then exhale, turn to your one side into a fetal position. And then gently push yourself up to seated. I'd like to thank you for joining me this afternoon with yoga, and I wish you a great rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a great day.